Hi, I'm Sean Todd. I'm a certified financial planner with Acivda, and I want to ask you a simple question. If you were injured or sick and you couldn't work, would your current disability insurance actually protect your lifestyle and your needs? Today, we're going to unpack the big difference between group disability coverage that you have with your employer or an individual policy that you might hold elsewhere, because most people assume they're covered and they may not be in the way that they think. So here's the mission today, is to make sure your income is protected no matter what happens to your health or your career. Business owners, professionals, and even executives, your income is your biggest asset. If that stops, everything else can unravel very fast. So let's talk about the two types of coverages that you might have. So one, your group disability coverage, the plan through your employer. So that's usually part of your benefits package. Often has a lower cost, but here's the catch. The definition of disability is often what's called regular occupation or any occupation. That means after 2 years, so just after 2 years, if you can do any job, your benefits could stop, even if it's a low-paying job that you might never take or you didn't anticipate on taking. Also, if your employer pays the premiums, the benefit is taxable. You'll bring home even less than you might have thought or you might have planned on. So individual disability insurance, how that might look different. You own the policy. You keep it even if you change jobs or start your own business. You can choose what's called an own occupation definition. So that's the key. It means you'll receive benefits if you can't do the specific job that you were trained or educated for. That's very significant. So even if you could technically do some other job, this disability policy will pay if you're disabled because you were trained in that what's called own occupation. The benefits are tax-free if you pay the premiums yourself. You can customize it to match your needs, your income level, and any riders that you might want to add on. So here's some missteps. The biggest ones I see. Sometimes I see people who assume their group coverage is enough, and sometimes it's not. They think they have enough coverage, but it may not be. Number two, not understanding the definition of disability. So the differences between own occupation or any occupation. This makes a significant difference in if you're covered and answering those questions for yourself. And then three, just not reviewing your policy regularly, not checking in with your advisory team to make sure that you have the right coverage. Has your income grown? Sometimes that can be an issue. If your income has grown and you haven't changed that, then you might not have the coverage you think you have. So in conclusion, if protecting your income is a priority, and it should be, this is a significant part of your planning, this is one area where having your own individual policy makes a significant difference. Think of it as a safety net that you control, not just your employer and the limits that might be on your employer plan. I really hope this helps. Reach out if you have any questions. Thanks a lot. Take care.